Jai Sitaram, and welcome to another edition of Jagriti on 770 AM radio. I am your host, Ramesh Kavsai, and together with me in the studio we have a great surprise. We have a number of you very beautiful young people today with me in the studio, and I'd like to ask them now to introduce themselves. So right opposite me is...
Hi, I'm Roshni. I'm 23 years old. I live in Oakville, Ontario.
Hi, I'm Girish. I'm 21 years old and I live in Toronto.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Brampton, Ontario.
Welcome with us. So the first question, and then we'll start here with Roshni, and then we'll go around the table. So Roshni, what challenges as a child growing up did you face as a young Hindu at schools and other social gatherings? Can you share with us some of those?
Well, in high school especially, a lot of questions get asked, like why do you pray to an elephant, or why do you pray to a monkey? And being a young person, it's very difficult to answer questions like these. Now I'm better equipped to answer them after learning more about them growing up and learning more about it from my parents or my guru, but at the time it was very difficult to respond to these type of questions.
Okay, what about you, Girish? What challenges did you face?
Right. Growing up, I found it was really difficult to explain, or just when I said my name, it was really hard for people to pronounce it, and they might have questions about what it means and such. And but mainly pronunciation was a little bit difficult for a lot of people.
You're listening to Jagriti on 770 AM radio. That's better. And today we have three wonderful youths with us, Roshni, Girish Chikosai, and Melissa Ramcharan. And we are discussing some of the normal challenges that are faced by young people young Hindus in the wider Canadian society, especially at schools and social gatherings. So I'll start off with Melissa on my left here. So continuing the discussion, and please, you can call us at 416-620-1778. Make sure that the youths out there and the parents can call us at 416-620-1778 and join in this discussion. I know some of you are still waking up, but I'm sure this is a very interesting and relevant discussion, so please call us. Now, so Melissa, here's a question. What, in your opinion, needs to be done so that other young Hindus are better equipped to deal with these challenges that you guys described, and what advice would you give them?
Well, I would say that we should educate ourselves more on the history of Hinduism and also participate in festivals and celebrations like Diwali and Holi. Also participating more at home and at temples, and asking our parents or pundits questions for clarification. We should also learn about other religions and customs so we're not as ignorant to other cultures and religions as well. I think what we could do is the parents actually could help facilitate these, like celebrating in festivals and maybe taking their children to temples. And I believe that none of this can really be done unless the parents are educated themselves as well. So they could also learn as a family together if the parents are not as educated.
Wonderful, wonderful answers. Girish, what are your thoughts? What would you like to add to what Melissa just said about,
Okay.
what could be done?
Yeah, I'd like to add, for example, I think that more, recognition about main holidays and such should be publicized, I guess. An example of this was, I found this was really awesome when President Obama made a message about Diwali. He broadcasted it on the internet, but he did this for every religion, and he just talked about it, and it's really easy to, it captures a wide audience, and it also promotes discussion. So I think that's something that I'd like to see more, maybe, for example, in our governments, levels of government. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, we did have Celebrate Diwali at Ottawa and so on, but I hear you that there is more and more involvement of the public officials in the celebrations, but it gives it the kind of coverage and leverage that we need. But okay, so Roshni, your turn, and she has a funny mic that is going up and down, but she's managing. She's strong this morning. So what are your thoughts about what could be done, to help with these challenges?
Well, I agree with Melissa in that it begins in the home. As a child, it's the parents' responsibility to teach us or expose us to the religion and to our customs, and to teach us the traditions and the culture, as well as the temples, other festivals in the community. I also think that mandars and school associations, or even mandars alone, they can make the festivals more child-friendly, because kids tend to get bored very quickly. They can't sit down and listen to a sermon for an hour and a half. So make it a little bit more engaging, that children can have more fun with it, and they might be more interested.
Okay, I see Melissa wants to add something there. Anybody would like to add? Well, I think that's good, and we're going to address the formal, or your thoughts as to what organizations can really do, including the mandars. I'd like to tell you that quite a few mandars are doing what you're suggesting. They have something called a Bal Vikas or Bal Vihar class, where the child is not subjected to listening to the Pandit who speaks Hindi or Sanskrit or something for an hour and a half. That they put them in a little class where they're taught the fundamental stuff in a different setting. So I think they're doing that, but we'll talk a little more about that because when we come back. So now I'd like to go to our another beautiful bhajan. This one I like very much. It's by Vani Jairam, and said, "Humko man ke shakti de, man vijay kare." This is a song that, in my opinion, all young people, especially Hindu children, should learn. Humko man ke shakti de, give us the power of the mind, and let us have victory over the mind. Let's listen to Vani Jairam.